Time now for the Cup quarters. And boy, oh boy, do we have games lined up. Kenya Harlequins, the defending champions of the Driftwood Sevens, making their way onto the pitch, taking on the hosts of the second leg of the Sportpesa National 7th Circuit, Nakuru RFC. Ladies and gentlemen, Wanyore joining us from across the globe, the Queen family. Welcome on board. This is the Sportpesa National 7th Circuit Driftwood Sevens Match Day 2, Cup Quarter Match number 1. The two teams making their pre-match rituals and presenting that. Queens there in a huddle. Nakuru having done theirs. Time now to battle it out. Cup Quarter Match number 1. Joseph Momo, our center referee. 14 minutes to decide who proceeds to the Cup semi, a step closer to the Driftwood Sevens trophy. Kenya Harlequins taking on Nakuru RFC. Javan will be getting us underway. Long kickoff, good battle but lost in the air there forward. Kenya Harlequins with a fast infringement. An Ocon by Dave Maura.
Cup quarter finals between Kenya Harlequins versus Nakuru RFC.
Nakuru packing down the scrum. Business end. Everything you do today decides your fate on the log standings. One chance closer to the crowning of the 2025 Sportpesa National 7th Circuit champion. Javan, Felix exchanging passes. Nakuru on the attack. Offload. Felix. Nakuru, try time, Mombasa Cyprian. Mombasa Cyprian goes over for the opening try for Nakuru. Testing themselves early on the attack. Packed a scrum, passed it out wide to the edges. Swung back once again. One simple offload back in, and that destabilized the Kenya Harlequins defensive line. You can see there Dave Maura going in hard on defense, trying to stop that run there by Mombasa Cyprian. The celebration matches the try. Felix. Nakuru out here to have some good time. Well, everyone is. This is the Sportpesa National 7th Circuit. This is all about the fun, the Kenyan spirit. It's Kenya Corner all over the pitch. And you know what Kenya Corner is. Kenya Corner is where the Kenya fans go out to have a lot of fun at any rugby, both local and international event. The fans had quite a time yesterday, and today we do it once again in a big way. Remember, Tusker, beverage and entertainment partner, never play with their events. You can imagine the amount of entertainment the fans had yesterday. Kenya Harlequins with a decision to make, a penalty awarded. They go for touch. Do they get touch? No, they don't get touch. Nakuru with an easy escape. Cyprian. Javan. Felix. Felix passing it out wide to his teammate on the outside, Junior Joseph. Queens get possession. That looked like a forward pass. Yes, it was. A tip-on pass there, but it sails forward. Kenya Harlequins not taking advantage there. It's Alela. Alela Albert. Javan. Ombaso Cyprian. Nakuru isolated, turnover successful. Queens. Boy. Dave steps back against the grain. Former Nakuru player Dave Maura playing against his former teammates. Big tackle there on the Wild Human. They know the threat that he possesses. Big handoff there, Nyongesa. Past. Pressure. Pressure here, pressure there. And the ball goes dead in goal. 22-meter dropout. Kenya Harlequins pinned, trying to play from their own 5. Nakuru not allowing Kenya Harlequins any easy way out. Paul Musami kicks the 22 dropout. The ball is handed back. Nakuru with possession. Hint of a high tackle. Referee allows play to continue. An advantage there. Boy. The scrum. Sorry, the ruck is blown. That is Wangila. Wangila to Paul Musami. Paul Musami sets the ruck. Kenya Harlequins with an opportunity on the open side. Numbers galore. Just to swing it and land their opening try. Dave Maura dances, goes back in against the grain. The ball is lost. Kenya Harlequins battling for possession. The ball is open. Nakuru working so hard and regain possession. Kenya Harlequins probably offside. The referee allows play to continue. Ruck set. Nakuru. Felix Okoth. Felix. Ombaso Cyprian. Dances, steps, Nyongesa. Passes it to Okeo Joel. Okeo Joel. Felix Okoth. And they lose it forward. Some good skills there. Continuity in play. But Nakuru got excited. Lost the ball forward there. You can see that pass not going to hand. Felix probably had his eyesight on the try line. Had one thing on his mind. And they lost that ball forward. An opportunity there gone begging for Nakuru RFC. Should be at least 2 tries in the lead. Kenya Harlequins. Amon. Nyongesa speedster on the outside. Javan Okoth with one side. And he misses that tackle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nyongesa. Dennis sprints all the way to the try line under the H. An easy conversion coming for Kenya Harlequins. Kenya Harlequins at the stroke of halftime score. Ladies and gentlemen, bring the scores to Nakuru RFC 7. Kenya Harlequins 5. Nyongesa Dennis there going over, beating Javan Okoth on the outside and having nothing but the try line inside. The big strides of Dennis Nyongesa, ladies and gentlemen. The Queens are back. The Queens strike back. The halftime score, Kenya Harlequins 7. Nakuru RFC 7. Second half of the first of the cup quarters, Kenya Harlequins tied 7 apiece against Nakuru. Nothing separating the two sides. Second half, 7 minutes to get who proceeds to the cup. Semis kicked deep, probably going dead in goal. That is not how Kenya Harlequins anticipated to start the second half. A free kick to Nakuru RFC. Nakuru slowing down the pace of the game. The whole essence of striking away scrum downs from that free kick was to speed up the game. Nakuru. Ball is stolen at track time. There is a turnover. Nakuru with the ball, turning it over. Felix versus Dewald. Strong defense there. Dewald. Turnover coming up top. Queens. Amon to Nyongesa. Nyongesa once again looking for Javan. Fends off Javan, and that is Dennis Nyongesa doing it second time of asking. And he has the Javan Okoth's number on the outside channel. Try time, Kenya Harlequins. Nyongesa Dennis. Nyongesa Dennis shrugging off Javan. Javan had to turn a 360 angle. And that is Dennis. Dennis has Javan's number. Beaten twice. Queens. Take the lead. Queens. Nakuru RFC 7. Great restart. Taken there by Willie Walker. Nakuru looking to respond. Chris Ojuang. Remember, it's a one-try difference. Penalty awarded to Nakuru RFC. No clear release. Joseph Momo signaling no clear release there by the Kenya Harlequins defense. Looking for touch, successfully finding touch. Time now to execute the line out. Line out execution by Nakuru RFC. Perfect. Felix. Javan well met by Queens. Player tackles, rolls away. An attacking opportunity for Nakuru RFC. Big carry there. Nakuru, courtesy of Njuye Joseph. Strong defensive effort there by Queens. Just Ojuang, Javan to Lucky. Small man on small man. The result is the defense by the touchline. Queens defending with the touchline and successful on that big contact. Lucky, and a big clear out there. Straight into touch. Ball not straight. Nakuru RFC with the scrum feed. An opportunity to strike, an opportunity to show what they are made of. And there you have it, just piercing through the defense. That is Chris Ojuang. Great execution there by Nakuru RFC, straight from the scrum down. We did talk about the difference between a good team and a superb side. That is a line, a beautiful running line there by Chris Ojuang against the grain. In 6s and 7s, that is the defense line. Look at that switch. Chris had one thing in mind, and that is to finish that. That's a try. Beautiful try this Sunday morning, and it's scored by Chris Ojuang. Nakuru RFC 12. Kenya Harlequins 12. Conversion is successful, taking the lead. That try deserved a lead. Nakuru 14, Queens 12. Queens with one job to do, that is get the wristed. High hanging wristed. Doesn't cross the 10-meter yard. That's a tap for Kenya Harlequins. Amon Wamalwa goes quickly, taps. Ball bounces forward, no knock on. Play continues. Ramadan Maset on the outside channels should be able to know that the touchline hangs around. Queens. Offload. That is Matthew. Offload. Strong carry. That is try time. Kenya Harlequins. Kenya Harlequins respond quickly. Kenya Harlequins not hanging back, having fallen short. There you see in your picture there. Takes the ball. Sees the defense, beats 1, 2. Nakuru going down, trying to get the guy on the ankles, but missing all those tackle attempts. Kenya Harlequins 17, Nakuru 14. Most probably we do have a restart. That is Auma Matthew with that big run, big carry. Was quite good yesterday for Kenya Harlequins, carrying that form into match day 2, the business end, the most important day. Amon Wamalwa takes it, kicks it deep. The ball bounces in the field of play, bounces into touch as the hooter sounded. However, goes dead in goal. That is a free kick to Nakuru. Nakuru one chance and one opportunity. This one opportunity for them to execute something. Attacking from the halfway. Felix. Cyprian Ombas on the outside. Cyprian. Javan. A loose ball. Javan steps back. Looks to step Kenya Harlequins. Passing it to Chris. Chris scans, goes back, meets his own teammate. Swings it out wide. Nakuru. Nakuru with an opportunity. Clean rack. Queens offside, trying to catch the player offside. Bit of milking. Chris Ojuang, strongly met. Kenya Harlequins. Should be an offside advantage, but not played. You have Javan Okoth apprehended. Referee playing an advantage now as we speak. Ball still in the rack. Passed to Felix. Felix with Cyprian Ombas on the outside. Javan Okoth, one man to beat. Javan had an overload on the outside, needed to pass. Nakuru still with the ball. Felix, tiring legs, Felix scans. Felix and company. Ladies and gentlemen, that is try time, Nakuru RFC. Nakuru do the unthinkable over the defending champions of the Driftwood Sevens, Kenya Harlequins. Felix Okoth scanned, found Chris. Chris looked on the outside and found his compatriot Njuye Joseph. Junior wins it, scores, calls his teammates, celebrates. Time is up. Queens 17. Nakuru RFC after this conversion 19. That's the full-time score. Kenya Harlequins are knocked out of the contention of the Driftwood Sevens, a trophy they were defending champions. Nakuru proceed to the Cup semi. What an opportunity. What